Hey there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I have a very exciting unboxing for you today, and also I'm going to be trying it on my nails. But I have some holiday colors from 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬. If you don't know 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬, she is a Canadian-based company, and her dips are fantastic. Her products, I just adore it. I subscribe to her monthly sub box, so I do get some exclusive colors that she sends on a monthly basis. But I was selected as one of the December influencers. So she is sending in this box that I will share no earlier than November 12th. I have not seen what the holiday collection looks like, so you're going to be seeing it first time with me. I am super excited. Now let's look at the color. Oh, some of the colors don't have names yet, so let's check out the colors. The first one is a white dip, but it looks like opal flakes. The one that does have a name, Ugly Christmas Sweater. Red glitters, and I see green glitters in there. Oh, this is pretty. Look at those foils in there. And the fourth color is, oh, look at this one. Oh my gosh, it's like a green base. This is gorgeous. Now here are all the colors, and that green one right here, it chromes into this. I have some better pictures right after this and videos to show the colors from outside, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that this one was chromable, so super excited about that. For my liquids, I'm going to be using the Double Dipped liquids, Dip Base Activator, and Top Coat. I always start off with the lightest color, this beautiful one. And since my nails are a little longer, I'm going to go ahead and pour it in a cupcake liner to make dipping a little easier. I do have pill base on, so what I like to do is put a layer of base on all of my nails just so that it doesn't dry too fast and causes my dip to be patchy. So I'm going to put that on all of my nails and let that dry. And the double dipped base, it dries really fast, so I can come back in a couple minutes and it'll be dry. What I'll do is I'll show a little bit of my dipping process. I won't do the full process, it's going to take a little long. So I'll dip and come back and I will do some chroming with the green and also a little bit of nail art. So using ugly Christmas sweater, it is not ugly whatsoever. It's so pretty. Red with green glitter here. So I'll be doing that on my pinky and also on my thumb. What I'd like to do is use one of these finger cots. People call it so weird, finger condoms. It looks like it. But pat my glitters down, and I'm gonna go in with this cuticle stick and just kind of clean up my cuticles just a little bit here. The acetone works really well. I really like this technique. Press down my glitters, and then anything hanging from the sides, you can either remove it or take a cuticle nipper, and cut it off to get the glitters where I miss. And I'm just applying the base in the areas I want the glitter. My shape is to get the glitters to the top, the chunkier glitters. I'm going to dip my hand in and just kind of pat to lay it flat. Now these glitters are very easy to work with. Haven't given me any trouble whatsoever. Okay, so after this, what I'll do is, while it's still drying, I'm going to apply some activator. And this is when you're gonna get your glitters to lay flat because you're gonna press it down. So I'm patting the activator on here because if I swipe it and my base is still wet, the glitter is gonna come off. So I'm just patting the activator on. And I'm putting, a pretty generous amount here. And from here, while your powder is still wet, you have a little bit of playtime. What I'm doing here is kind of pressing it down and rocking it side to side, so I can get the glitters to lay flat. And here it is. Actually lays pretty flat. And then any glitters that are sticking out from the side here, right here, I'm just gonna take a little nipper and just cut it, right? I don't wanna pluck it all off, I just wanna cut the things that are hanging. And at this point, if you want to hand place any of the glitters, you can. Like right here, I don't have very much of the chunky glitters, so I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of base. Just make sure your activator is dry. And then hand place some of the chunkier glitters. A little harder to get to in the cupcake liner, so I'm going to put some on the lid here. Try to pick it up that way. This base dries very fast, so I need to kind of work pretty quickly with this, otherwise I can't pick up the glitter. If it dries, just put on a little bit more. Let's put on a little bit more activator and then I'm going to press it down. If you go in immediately, it's still a little gummy and it's going to kind of like smush your powder. So give it just, 5, maybe 10 seconds and then go in and do the pressing. But I really like wearing these finger cots, or you can use a little plastic baggie that you get samples in. But I don't get it all stuck to my finger. All right, there it is. Just get a little bit more cleanup here. Now taking this beautiful green color, we're going to dip both nails, but I'm going to do the chroming on my ring finger. Now I'm going to go in and encapsulate my nails before I file, and I'm using my 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 from Resin Legacy. At this point, you're going to want to take a stiffer brush or a toothbrush here and brush off any excess powder, clear powder here. If you find that your top coat, after you top coat, it gets a little dry, and not a dry but cloudy, it's likely because you have residual clear powder on it, so make sure you brush it up really well. So what I'm going to do now is I will activate, and then I'll buff and file offline. And I like to do 2 very generous layers of activator. Hey there, I'm back, all filed, buffed, and shaped. And now let's jump in to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to stamp a plaid nail on my, what I'll do that is on my index finger. And then I'm going to chrome my ring finger, and I may do a little bit of a stamping design on this white opal. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm using the stamping polish by Moyu London. I don't even know if I pronounced it right, but it's called Croco Spark. It's a green with the, I don't know, it's really pretty. It has some gold tint to it. I thought it'd be really pretty with this design. I'm gonna choose this plaid design, and I usually apply a sticky base coat, but if I move fast enough, I'm not going to need that. So picked up the image, and let's just go ahead and, isn't that pretty? Gosh, I do really like that green with the gold on top of this green. It's really pretty. Let me just take some acetone and clean up the plate. I'll take some acetone and just kind of clean around this just a bit too. I could just do a little bit now and take a cleanup brush and do the rest of it. Now for the chroming, you're going to need a no wipe top coat. I'm going to use one of these finger cuts just to do the chroming. So the way you chrome is you're going to apply a layer of no wipe top coat. You can do a flash cure. The flash cure time frame would really all depends on the lamp you have. I have a 60-watt lamp. It's pretty strong. So my curing time, my perfect curing time is about 12 seconds. I've played around with the lamp and with chroming enough to know 12 seconds, between 12 to 14 seconds, 15 might be a little too long and it's too cured. It won't chrome. How you know it won't chrome is that it won't change into that chromy look for you. So that's how you know that it's not gonna work if it doesn't kind of change into that chrome look for you. So I'm gonna do exactly 12 seconds and I will be right back. Make sure to get your free edges too. Okay, that's exactly 12 seconds. I'm back. Now I'm gonna put this inside the cupcake liner. Actually, what you could do is you could dip it. You get it all on and then you just kind of rub it around. And usually for chrome, if I want it really, really pronounced, I'll do it twice. And I might have to do it on this one because because I might have cured it a little too long because I'm noticing some spots that's not chroming. Maybe I should have done 10 seconds. It depends too. If my top coat application is very thin, then flash curing it is a lot quicker. But I am almost done here, and I have some spots that didn't chrome, so it tells me that I flash cured a little too long, I think. So let me just try a little bit more, see if I can buff it in. It's really pretty, but you can see here there's spots that's kind of like divoted, so maybe I didn't get the top coat on even enough. Yeah, so I'm gonna chrome this 2 times, but so far this is what you get. So after you burnish it, well, not burnish it, but after you rub it in, finish curing it in the lamp for another, 45-50 seconds. The difference between a full chrome versus the amount of flash cure time, so whatever that means. So go ahead and pop it back in the lamp and do a full cure, and I'm gonna do that and come back and do one more chroming. Let's do one more application. This time around, I'm going to flash cure for 10 seconds. I think 12 might have been a little too long for my thin application of top coat. That's okay, because chroming, usually you want to do 2 applications anyways, just to kind of have the full effect of it. I'm back. Let's give it one more try. That burnish in. I think those gloves, it has a little bit of those ridges on it, so it's not allowing me to get to all the surface area. You see here, this tool right here is flat. It's getting it a lot better. I couldn't find my other tool that I used. That's why I went and did the glove thing. Look at this, so much better. It is. It chromed really nicely. All right, I am all done. I cleaned up my cuticle area a little bit on both of these fingers. And in looking at my nails, I think it's really cute, but I want to add a little bit more red to balance out the green. So I'm going to actually remove this holly berry that I stamped, and I'm going to add in a different image. I think what I want to do is this stamping plate right here is from Lantern and Wren, and it's their November sub box. The month of mayonnaise, I think it's called. But I do have a subscription box to them, and this was my first month, so November, this was one of the plates that I got. It's called Gnome Place Like Home. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna use actually this car right here, and I'm gonna paint it red, so I'm gonna do a little bit of reverse stamping. I'm gonna stamp this car right there in black. Let's see here. Okay, that picked up really well. So I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape and I'm going to remove all of the excess that I don't want. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to let you watch while I color it in, and then I'm going to have to come back because this will need to be dried before I can put this on my nails. I'm going to paint the car red. Like I said, I wanted to give it a little bit more red on my nails since I do have a lot of green. So I'm going to put some on this little scraper card here. And what I generally do is I take a little dotting tool, the skinniest one I have, and I dot in the colors. Try not to do swiping motions because you're going to take off the black polish. So I'm really just dotting in the color right there. I'm going to avoid the headlights or make that a little yellow or white actually. Then if you flip it over, you can kind of see the image already kind of colored in and where you might have missed right there. And I think what I'll do is, let me dot those headlights in white first so that my red doesn't get on it. Don't need much, just a little dot. Okay. Try to stay within the black lines, just like a coloring book. You can kind of flip it over to see if there are any other areas that you might have missed. And I do have a few areas here that still needs a little bit of red. Now it's okay to go over the white now because the white is the first color that's underneath and that will show first. I need a little bit more red right on this little corner right here. I kind of went over that. Okay, so my truck is done. I'm gonna go in and color the green for the tree. Right, I am done. I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry and I will come back as soon as this is dry. All right, it looks like my image is dry, so we can put this on my nails. So since it's been sitting out for a while for the polish to dry, you're gonna need a sticky base or some sort of sticky base so that the image will transfer on your nails. So I'm gonna apply the sticky base coat from Aniology, and I do one normal application, not too thick, not too thin. The thicker you have it, the longer it's going to take to dry. So it should be relatively dried into a sticky surface, about 20 seconds or so. And the way you'll know that it's ready is that it's going to start mattifying. Right now when it's super glossy, that means it's like very wet. And if you're going to apply anything on a wet sticky base coat, it's just going to slide right off. It will not adhere. So you need it to dry enough where the surface is sticky. Now I'm seeing it starting to dry in some places, and if I touch it, it should have like a tackiness. So right now it's tacky, it's not super wet. So I'm gonna give it like probably another 5 seconds, and I'm blowing on it just to kind of help it dry faster. So now looking down, I want it to sit right there. So I'm pushing it all the way down, and then I'm gonna rock it. It comes off, and there it is. So I could leave it like that, or I can add stars if I wanted to on it. But I think I'm gonna leave it alone because the opal will give it that sky star look to it, which I think gives it a really nice touch. So let's go ahead and encapsulate everything in. Now what you wanna do is take a smudge-free top coat, and then you could seal in the image. Now I've had really good success just going in with the gel top coat and it won't smudge, but you can also do this too. Just float a layer on top of it. And then I'm gonna wait for that to dry, and then I'm gonna go in with my gel no wipe top coat, the 𝓟𝓻𝓸 delicate gel, and I'm gonna encapsulate everything in. Usually I do try to do a dip top coat, but since I need to encapsulate these 3 fingers in gel anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and gel the rest of them. So I can just go ahead and start that now, and then just gel top coat the car last. This is the finished look. Let's go ahead and finish it off with some cuticle oil. I'm using the one by Candy Skincare. And this is called Twilight Woods. It was one of the trios that she had released a few months back. Don't forget to get the underneath the nails. It gets really dry under there. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. These colors are stunning. I really enjoyed, especially this green chrome one. It is such a cool way of getting 2 looks with one powder. You get the green, and then you can chrome it to get this chromey look. Isn't it pretty? I really love it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye!